Hey everyone, back here with David Hill, and as he is obviously a huge shooter, we've shot together a bunch, but also a gunsmith, he has seen a lot of the different red dots and how they really stand up or they don't stand up. So he's going to give his recommendation to us on what red dots he's seen that really are the ones you want to invest in if you're looking at getting into the red dot game. What do you got for us, David?
All right, so first, before we even get into what I have over here that we'll show, I'm going to reference a couple of people that I've done research, basically my own research onto their research. Eric Cowan, Sage Dynamics, Red Dot Guru, puts out a ton of great info on red dots, does a ton of great testing on them. He released his white paper for duty use.
Yeah, he did.
He's very well respected in this regard. So we have different grades of red dots, obviously. You have your range grade, and then what we would call it EDC, duty, hard use optics. The Vortex red dots, all of them as of right now. The Burris fast fires, your Swamp Fox, your Shield non-glass models I would put as a range use personally. I'll get some criticism for that. I just don't like a plastic housing. I've seen 3 crack like really easily. So that's, and then some people even argue that the Delta Point Pro Leopold is more of a range. They say that it's not durable enough for duty use. There's mixed reviews out there. Sage Dynamics did a review on this. It did crack and it did fail under his review and testing. You can take that for what it is. I like the Delta Point Pro. It is being fielded by people. Even before that, I've ran one for about 2 years now personally. I think it's a good optic for carry. It does have its negatives, I guess, compared to some of the others. The other that is advertised as a range use only, even by Trijicon, is the SRO, which we are putting on your 34 today. But with aftermarket attachments, the Jagerworks Bros, the metal shield, you have that extra protection to make it more durable. You could go that route, and I would see no issue using it for duty use even without it. There are people like Bell Solutions who have beat the living crap out of that SRO on barriers, etc., and it has held up. So I would carry it as a duty gun. That's up to your decision of how hard you're going to run your gun. I've done plenty of classes with my Delta Point and never had one fail. I've had another friend who has had 2 fail. So it's user, how they run. We were both the same class. His failed, mine didn't. We both did the same things. Don't know there. Take it as a grain of salt, because I've even seen the king of the RMR or the red dot world fail, the Trijicon RMR.
Say it ain't so. What?
So this is the top rated red dot sight held standard right now for durability, hard use. This is pretty much the king still right now. Close second would be the 508T by Holosun. We happen to have one in the shop that's in for milling. And then you have the same footprint as the RMR for the 508T. And then you would have the C-Series Holosuns, which are also approved by Mr. Sage Dynamics. They are good optics for the price, I will say that. There's a lot of, I guess, microaggression for a Chinese optic versus, but I've seen no issues with them. I think every optic is prone to fail, so you have to choose what you're most comfortable with, what your scenario is. We have closed emitters coming out finally that are getting better, which I think red dots will be going towards for pistols, just like they are on rifles. This open design was great to start, and it was a great starting place. This led the way, but it is open to elements. Mud, dirt, etc. gets in here, clogs up that emitter. you're kind of SOL.
Yep.
So we started with the Aimpoint Acro that hit the market. I don't have one in to show. The giant mailbox, as it's referred to as by a lot of people, kind of was really disappointing in my opinion, and I know a lot of people's opinion. Aimpoint is known for durability and battery life. The Acro has neither. It kills batteries in less than 3 months, and the battery cap is known to fail or strip out just trying to remove it to change the battery. The 509T by Holosun is the most recent enclosed emitter that has come out, and it is also a dovetail mount like the 509 or the Acro. They are different footprints though. You cannot throw one on the same thing, but it has been good to go so far. Sage Dynamics is still in process with his review on it. He has his initial up. I think it's his 5,000 or 10,000 round count review. I can't remember which one. He's still running it, still hasn't had any issues. I would consider it good to go. I've picked one up, don't have a ton of rounds through it, but I've been impressed with it so far. Hope to have direct milling for it to get it a little lower. Right now I'm running it with an RMR cut slide that I already had that we did, and it comes with the RMR mounting plate. PWS makes an adapter plate as well for it. I will be picking one of those up to get a little more durability over the Holosun plate, which nothing against Holosun. I just want something a little more stable and something that I trust. But direct milling, future, there are companies already milling for it. Definitely would send it to them for direct milling if you're going to go with an enclosed emitter. But yeah, those are all really the main red dots. I would get a Delta Point, an SRO, any of the Holosuns. Holosun has the K series. I don't have one in the shop right now to show for your subcompacts. Great optic, pretty much the 507C or 407C miniaturized, good to go. Plenty of reviews out there on them. So any of the Holosuns, the Trigicon's good to go pretty much all across the board. It's the king. The RMR CC is out now. I don't have an opinion on it. We do offer milling for it. I do not like that they got rid of the recoil bosses on it, and you pretty much have to do index studs or thread milling with your threads are in the stud that would go into the optic itself. Some people, that's all they prefer, their preferred milling. There's mixed reviews. I personally don't like it, but it works. As long as you mill it tight, it should be good to go. Durability wise of the optic, good to go though. Can't say anything bad about it. Would like to spend some more time with it.
Definitely.
But if you're gonna get a red dot, I would recommend one of those. Get some time behind it. Find a local range that has some pistols to rent with red dots on it. Even the range level red dots. Get some training on it, get some rounds with it, get used to having a red dot. I know Safe Fire, the range that we're co-located with, has some pistols that have red dots ready to go. Get your reps. Always get your reps, dry or live. And yeah, if you're gonna enter the MRS or MRDS world, there you go.
There you go, guys. So David, a shooter and a gunsmith, definitely knows a lot of experience in what he's seen coming through the shop or shot himself. And so there's his recommendations for you guys of if you're looking for red dots, what to check out.
We will have a discount code that we're working on through Mr. Jonathan Bird here. I just hit him with that surprise. Sorry.
There you go.
But we'll have a referral for milling. That way, if you want to get into the red dot game, we're happy to help you, guide you on that journey. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us. I work for Brimstone Gunsmithing, or ask Bird. He'll put you in contact with me best he can, and we'll get you going.
There you go, guys. Take care.